Hey, it's been a minute, but today we're gonna build a house in The Sims 4 using a random budget. So I hope you enjoyed today's video, and let's get started. All right, so obviously we need to figure out what our budget is going to be, and we're going to use our handy dandy Google here. And I'm thinking for a minimum, I want to give myself a challenge, so I think I'm gonna do maybe like 15,000 for a minimum, which I think would be pretty difficult. It's less than what a normal starter home would be. For the maximum, maybe 50,000. I don't want it to be too easy, so I don't want to go too high for our maximum. So I think maybe this range here would be good. All right, let's see what we get. Okay. 37,324 simoleons. All right, let's go ahead and add our budget in here. So we have 37,324. All right, so now let's get a shell of a house started. Oh my god. I can't believe I forgot to turn my mic on for all of this. So I'll probably just speed all of that up. But this is where we're at right now. I added some wallpaper. I think I'm going to change the color of this door now. I don't hate the brown. You know what? I think I just don't like the door. All right, I think we're going to do this door instead. All right, so I think I might just add a few things on to the porch here. All right, I might just add some flowers here in the corner. And then I think I'll just do like a chair over here. And a little table. All right, we'll do a couple lights over here. And I think that's all I'm gonna do out here. Okay, moving inside. I think I wanna step out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I might use a flooring I don't normally use. I love this one, but I never use it because I always feel like it just throws things off for me, personally. But I think I'm gonna do it. Do something like this pretty much throughout most of the house. For the bathrooms, I love this tile that came with the businesses and hobbies pack. I think I'm gonna do that in that bathroom. Maybe we'll just do something simple for this one. For this half bath down here, I might just do this same one just in a different color. Maybe let's do this pink one. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and add wallpaper throughout the house, and I will be right back. Okay, so here's what I did for wallpaper. I didn't do anything too crazy, just mainly did this yellow stucco for most of the house and then added some of these white kind of brick accent walls and then just a few other cute wallpapers in the other rooms. So I think first let's start with this entryway here. I think right here would be perfect for a little accent table. Let's throw a little mirror up here. And we'll do a little plant over here in this corner. And then I think I might do this rug since it's a fairly large entryway. So that kind of will take up a little space, make it look a little less empty. I'm not going to add too much to this room. And I don't want to go too crazy with the clutter either because we do only have 20,000 left. And I fear I may have girl bossed a little too close to the sun already because I am slightly nervous that 20,000 will not be enough to furnish this whole house. So I think that might be all I do for the entryway for now. And maybe once we get some of these other rooms situated, then we can come back and add random bits of clutter here and there. So let's work on this living room now. It's kind of a weird shape. I might throw like a study office kind of area in here too. I'm also realizing that this, because I wanted to put, I think, a fireplace over here, so I think I might need to get rid of this window. And I'm thinking maybe we do a fireplace here. This one kind of matches the brick, but I also want a TV. So let's maybe pick a smaller fireplace. Maybe that. Let's try and get a TV up here. It's 2,500. I think we can swing it. If we need to change things around later, we'll cross that when we get there. Oh my god, I'm already at 16,000. This was a lot. How did I do this? I had what, like 30 something thousand simoleons? I'm only on like the first main room. All right, so I guess we gotta go kind of cheapo with the rest of this. So we're gonna go with a fairly cheap couch. We'll do this blue color. All right, you know what? Why don't we go through each room? We'll put everything that we need in each room, and then we'll go through and decorate maybe. I think we'll do a little desk here. Do a cheap chair. And I want some bookshelves here too. How much? They're 250. Let's do a couple of these bookshelves for now. We also need curtains. Curtains will come later. Curtains they'll have to wait. We'll come back, I promise. I think I'm just gonna try and get a general layout of things, and then we'll go back through and add more finer details. For the dining room over here, do maybe something like that. Matching chairs and a rug in here. That one might be too small. Do this green rug. I do like that one. All right, let's do that rug. All right, let's get a kitchen layout. All right, as for kitchen cabinets, we need to go fairly cheap. The cheapest ones are 150, but I do like these with cottage living. They're only 25 more. Maybe we can go with these ones. Maybe do this blue color. I don't think I'm gonna be able to do upper cabinets, to be honest. So let's get a sink in here. Do a sink right here in front of the window. I think we'll do a stove here. Oh my gosh, why are these so expensive? You know what? Okay, we'll go with this one from Cottage Living also. I don't love how that looks. Like, I almost just want to use the cheap. We're gonna use the cheap one. Let's do the fridge over here in this corner, like that. And we do have room for an island in here. I might try and squeeze it in here. All right, we're just gonna do a small island here. Throw some bar stools in here. Those ones seem to match pretty well. General kitchen layout, done. Let's do this bathroom here. A very cheap sink. And this is just a half bathroom. So we'll do a sink, do a toilet, and then we'll just do a little mirror above the sink. Okay, so that's all of the first floor, at least layout-wise, done. And we have 11,217 simoleons left. Let's see what we can do upstairs. I think the most expensive thing is probably going to be the beds and probably showers or a bathtub for the bathrooms. So let's get those first. So for this bedroom up here, I think I'm gonna do just a smaller bed and make this kind of like a teens room. Oh wait, this is the one that has the ensuite bathroom. Okay, I guess they're just a fancy teen. They get their own bathroom. We're gonna do a bed over here, which that one was only 430, so that's not terrible. And then in this room, I'm thinking maybe this one, which is a lot more pricey, but I love this bed. So we're just gonna do it. And for the bathroom here, let's just do a shower in this one. Let's do a toilet here. And for the sink in here, see, I would love to do my little counter trick where you take two counters and put them together and you just add a sink on those. I love doing that in bathroom, but we're on a budget here. What about this one? This one's kind of fancy. Okay, I like that sink. We'll do that one in there. For this bathroom, let's get maybe a shower tub combo. We have 8,000 left. How much is it? 2,000? Okay, this one's only 845. Maybe we can do this one. Do this in the corner here. Do toilet over here. I think let's use this sink here. Okay, we have all of our necessities. So let's go around and decorate now. So let's go back down here to the living room. And I think I'm not loving this fireplace here. I think we're gonna get rid of the fireplace, and I might move the couch over here instead. If we do something like this and move the TV over to this wall, and then we could add maybe a love seat over on this side or some chairs. So we have 8,357 left for decorating our house. And we do have a matching love seat. I think we can do this. Okay, I like that. Let's throw a rug in here. I think I might go with this rug. I feel like it kind of ties in the colors with the yellowy orange color and the blue. And then we're gonna center this TV more. I wonder if it would be cheaper. How much is this TV? I wonder if it would be cheaper to just do like a TV stand and one of the tabletop TVs. This one is 2,500. The tabletop one is also 20. This one is only 1,400. What if we got rid of that? I'm thinking we could do just a TV stand instead, although all of these are all scuffed up. That's fine. All right, you know what? Let's do green because that's the only one that's not destroyed for some reason. And then we'll do this smaller TV. What if I just like, who's gonna know? I like this layout better for the living room. I feel like it takes up the space a little bit better. So let's add a few decorations. We could probably do a plant over here in this corner. Ooh, see, paintings are where it gets expensive because, like, tell me why This is 200. Okay, maybe we go with this one and maybe try and size it up. Or does that look funky? You know what? I don't hate it. I'm gonna leave it like that. And then for this little corner over here, oh, we also need curtains. Oh my gosh, I didn't even get a computer. I wonder if we can get a cheaper desk too. See, this one that we're using is 310. Maybe we face it this way instead. And then let's get a chair again, because we do have enough that I think we could maybe do one of these chairs, because I love these ones. And we do this pink cow print. And then we need a computer, hopefully. They get expensive though. See, this cheapest one right here is 800. All right, so I guess let's just go with this computer. It is 1400, but I'm hoping that we'll be fine. Let's get some curtains before I forget. We really just need, see, like these ones are almost perfect and they're only 40. So let's go with that, and then let's kind of just scoot everything over just a little bit so they aren't clipping. And I'm gonna just keep these bookshelves because I do like these bookshelves. And that's not too bad. I really do actually like that. And probably scoot this couch over a little bit too. Okay, so here's our living room. I don't hate that actually, now that we've got a couple decorations here and there. And I think changing the layout of where the couches are was a good move. Okay, let's move over to this dining room. I do already like everything that's in here. I'm just gonna add a couple decorations, nothing too crazy. Maybe do some roses on the table. We'll add some curtains. Again, these ones are perfect. All right, you know what, we'll just do the same curtain. Even though the window's different, that's okay. And let's throw something maybe in one of these corners. We'll do a plant, of course. And then I feel like this wall over here is a little too blank. Let's see if we can squeeze a painting in here. See, these ones are 200 each. Okay, this one, if I size this one up too, see now it just, I don't like it. I also feel like this wall has so much pattern on it that it's gonna be hard to find something that actually looks good with it. You know what? We're just gonna put a pride flag up in here and call it a day. The last day of Pride Month, obviously, we have to add something in here. And honestly, I probably won't do anything else with this dining room. Let's move on to the kitchen. I still don't think we can do upper cabinets really, so let's just do some curtains on these windows and we'll just add a few clutter items. Maybe do these curtains. You know what, we could add like a couple shelves maybe, or I wonder how much would it be to just put upper cabinets on this wall. And see, the only other thing too is I hate how these cottage living cabinets are all like open. I hate how they have this like open part at the bottom because I don't like when everything looks the same clutter wise. I want them all to be close. So I wonder if we can find cabinets that, like, these ones match the countertops really well, but how much are they? These ones are 200, which, I mean, really, you know what? We're gonna do it. We're gonna splurge. I did realize that I forgot a vent hood. Let's just throw in the cheapest vent hood we have here. And as for clutter, I really don't think I'm gonna do too much anyways because we just still want counter space. What if we just do maybe like a little plant over here in the corner, and then we can do maybe a little pitcher here with some cooking utensils. There's like a set of knives that I like to use. It's not these ones. I think it might be, you know, it might actually be under wall decoration. Yeah, these ones. These ones are 520. Okay, babe, we're balling on a budget here, so that's a no. Maybe we could do, you know what I love to do? I love adding a little lamp. Let's see if we can find a little lamp that we could throw in here. Be over in this corner. Yeah, like this little oil lamp. Is it a fire hazard? Probably, but it does look cute. All right, let's do maybe this broom and dustpan over here. And I feel like we need something on the wall over here too. Maybe a cute little banner. Yeah, let's do this cow one. And then on this wall, there's like some hanging flowers somewhere, and I can never remember where they're at. Ooh, there's these ones. Yeah, let's do these. And I don't think that's too bad, honestly. And I also realized I never added any railings to the stairs here. So let's do that really quick. We're gonna go cheap, cheap, cheap. Yeah, we'll do that. I didn't add anything under here. I don't really know what to exactly add under the stairs. So I'm just gonna kind of leave the stairs as they are. Maybe I should change the stairs a little bit. Is there a darker swatch of these that would go better with the floor? All right, stairs fixed. Now moving upstairs. I don't really know what to do in this kind of hallway upstairs. I might just see if I can add maybe like a bench or like a chair and maybe just like a painting. Maybe we could just do a couple of these chairs, a little cheap table in the middle, and then thinking maybe we just do these curtains, and I'm actually just going to use these in all of the rooms. All right, curtains are done. Let's maybe add like a painting or something on the wall above the chairs, and then I think this hallway is probably going to be done. Do maybe like this farmhouse painting if we can size it up just a little bit. And then, you know what, let's add maybe like a plant over here in this corner. Okay, this one's only 50, even though there's nothing really too exciting about it, but it takes up space, adds a little bit of color up here. I think that's probably all I'm gonna do in this little hallway area. We have about 4,000 left, so let's see what we can get done in these bedrooms first, because currently they only have beds. So let's try and add maybe a dresser. Okay, so the cheapest one is 240. I do love this one that has like the flowers on it and stuff. All right, you know what? We're gonna splurge and we're gonna do the flowers in here. Maybe do this as a little side table. Let's get a rug in here. Let's do this like fuzzy rug. And then on this wall, maybe do these like plants. I really don't know what else to add. We can maybe add something in this corner here, maybe like an activity. We don't really have any activities in here right now. Maybe we can throw in a little easel over here. Maybe we can get a lamp. Do this lamp. And I think that's all I'm gonna do in this room. It's not great, you know, but we still have 3 other rooms to finish. Let's move on to this other bedroom here. And again, let's get a dresser. See, this one is 500 simoleons, but I love this dresser so much. I think it's so cute. You know what? We're gonna do it. Let's maybe get, oh, I never put a mirror in that other room. Let's throw a mirror in here real quick. I want this. How much is this one? 700? No, I love this mirror. Oh, that's so sad. Okay, so not that mirror. There's another one that I like. This one. This one's 275. Let's do this mirror in here, and then let's throw a mirror in this room too. Let's do just like a wall one right there. Okay, back over here. Let's try and get some side tables maybe. I think I might do this from the Book Nook kit. We do one on each side. They are 140 each, but it's fine. It's fine. Ooh, let's do a rug before I forget. Maybe this for a rug? It is a little small. I don't know. I think sizing it up might be too much. Oh yeah. I don't have the tool mod, so we kind of just gotta deal with what we got. I feel like we need something on this wall. What if we did a TV? Yeah, no, that's not gonna happen. Maybe we can size this up. Like a painting on this wall. Let's do, I feel like this does not go with the vibes in here at all, but you know what? It's fine. Let's do this moon. Maybe try and get some lamps in here too. And again, probably just these ones, I think. I'm gonna say that's probably about it for this room. Okay, for this bathroom here, I think maybe we'll just throw this mirror in the bathroom. Maybe try and get a couple wall decorations. A plant above the toilet, and then we'll just add this little washboard here. And for the final room with this bathroom, we could do some towels here. And I know this mirror is expensive, but it's so cute and it's such a good size. Maybe we can size this rug down and stick it in here as kind of like a bath mat. We have 37 simoleons left. I don't even know what else we could do. We could do a toothbrush cup. That leaves us with 2 simoleons left. Okay, so here's the finished house. We have 2 simoleons left, and I think that's probably the best we're gonna do. And you know what? I tried my best. And I don't know why I thought I was gonna slay with this, but at least I mean, it looks cute, but I definitely did not plan accordingly. So yeah, I think this is all I'm probably gonna do for the house. I don't really know what else I could do, but thank you for watching anyways. Thank you so much for watching today's video. If you have any other video ideas or suggestions, leave them in a comment below. And that's all I have for you today, so hopefully I'll see you again soon. Bye!